Hi, I'm Maike, and you're watching City Lights on Novus TV. Today we're at an exclusive media preview of a new play called The Competition is Fierce. It's the latest production from It's a Zoo, whose mission is to create dynamic theatre for a daring audience. Let's check it out. So Chelsea, tell us a bit about the play.
It's called The Competition is Fierce, and it's by Sebastian Archibald. It's a Canadian premiere of the play. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies meets The Office. So it's set in a corporate office where in order to rise the ranks, you have to actually fight a competitor in a gladiatorial arena. And it tells the story of a kind of nebbish beta male who gets put up against a very, very fierce alpha male, and what that does to him.
How long have you guys been working on the play for now?
Sebastian started writing it about 3 years ago, and we've been workshopping it for a number of years and just developing it. And we've really gone into production in the last 2 months. It's a Zoo is a company that we founded in 2006 in Victoria and have been in Vancouver since 2007-2008. We have a mandate to produce dynamic, immersive theatre events for daring audiences. The audience is within a foot of the actors. There's lots of nudity and violence and blood and lots of crazy things happen in the play, so you have to be a daring person to see it. So we came in here and we built this white box and kind of finished the lighting grid up top. We built corridors for the audiences to walk through, so we've had a major build in here to kind of convert it to suit what we want the space to be. More often than not, you have the actors over here and the audience over here, and they never really bridge that gap. I just thought it was so interesting to have them kind of come together and to breathe the same air, and you can smell the actors and you can feel the wind if they move really quickly, and it just kind of provides this really visceral experience that I don't think you get in really traditional proscenium fourth wall theater. So once I experienced that, I had a hard time going back to normal theater because that was just so magical for the audience, and the experience was so unique as an artist to be involved in something that had such close proximity.
So tell us how you got involved with this play.
Well, actually, I've been involved with it for a couple of years now. I did the first workshop that we did, PTC, put together a workshop. So I've been involved since then, and then we did another little workshop in December, and then we've been rehearsing for the last 3 weeks.
And how's the experience as an actor doing an immersive play where the audience is so close to you and you can see everybody's expression and what they're doing?
Well, we're about to find out. That's sort of part of the excitement of it. There's a challenge because you can't ignore the audience, right? They're there, but by the same token, you can't allow them to pull you out of the dramatic tension of the scene. So I think it's just about welcoming them in and realizing that we're all in this together. They are just as much part of it as we are.
And I understand it's a 19+ show, correct?
I think so. There's a bit of nudity, quite a bit of violence, some very sexually suggestive moments. It's not insane, but yeah, maybe don't bring your kids.
That's some nice work there, John. Yeah.
So what inspired you to write the story?
About 10 years ago, I worked in a telemarketing office, and it was the worst, most volatile job that I've ever had in my entire life. It was really challenging, and I was horrible at it. So that kind of experience and how competitive the environment was, how volatile it was, kind of plays itself out in this show. And then also a couple of years ago, I stumbled upon this sort of anecdote about a psychologist who did a study on a psychopath and basically observing how psychopathy plays out in the corporate world and how people who have this, mental disorder, this affliction, actually excel in this environment and actually move up in this environment. So I was really, really intrigued by that, and then taking my own office experience and kind of merging it together.
Yeah, I can see you've obviously been painting down there too.
Yeah, so these aren't my best interview clothes, but it's what you caught me in today. And yeah, we're just hard at work making it happen for our first show, which is tomorrow.
Can you tell me a bit about Vancouver and the independent theatre scene? Because it seems like a pretty thriving industry here.
Absolutely, yeah. There's the big institutions like Arts Club and Bard on the Beach for sure, but there's tons of fantastic independent theatre companies, a lot of them that came up in the 90s, like Electric Company, New World, Rumble, and then It's a Zoo is part of this new generation. Great companies that are happening, doing stuff all over the city, all times of the year, and really dynamic, unique, interesting stuff, and a lot of stuff that's commenting on sort of my generation, our generation, the millennial generation. A lot of these young artists are writing plays and producing plays that are talking about, our issues. There's a lot of really great currency to it.
If you like local theatre, check out itsazoo.org for all the details. The competition is fierce, runs until the 22nd of March. They also have quite a few other productions. There's plenty of great local talent here in Vancouver, so make sure you check it out. I'm Maike Evers, and you're watching City Lights on Novus TV.